Hi everybody, welcome back to Makeup Monday. Today I'm giving you a hangover cure. Exciting. This is how I do my makeup after I've had a long night. Let's just put it that way. It's a little bit interesting. I'm gonna talk through this one. So, exciting. And Brandon woke up in the middle of it and he's a little sick. So if you hear him crying, he's okay. He's with his dad. I'm not ignoring him. So yeah. Before I go into the tutorial, there are two really important things that I want you to remember. One, drink a lot of water before you go to bed or even when you wake up. And two, wash your face. Even if all you do is when you come home is just wash it and you don't put anything else on it, just wash your face. And that's really gonna save you a lot of anguish the next day. And that's what I did last night. So we went out, I had a little wine and woke up this morning to dehydrated, red, irritated skin. And then the other two tricks I have that are not makeup related are to use an eye patch or an eye mask. These are anti-wrinkle and energizing. Really any eye patch that you can find that has hyaluronic acid in it or says hydrating, anything along those lines is going to be perfect. Throw them in the fridge. Put them on under your eyes for 5 to 10 minutes while you're brushing your teeth before you do your makeup, and it's going to instantly smooth and depuff your eyes. And then the other thing I do is I put on a sheet mask. This is a hydrating sheet mask. This one has chlorophyll in it, and it helps calm my skin. Make sure you are looking, if you're going to do a sheet mask or any kind of mask, hydration, because what happens when you're hungover is all of that moisture gets sucked out of your skin. So let's get to it. So my first step is I'm actually going to use a primer. I'm using the Becca First Light Priming Filter. The other option I like to use when I need extra help is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. This one will cancel out sallow tones. This one will cancel out red tones. Today, I need more brightening than I do red canceling. So I'm gonna go with this bad boy. And I've been pleasantly surprised with this primer. I have oily skin anyway, and when I use this, I'm kind of surprised that my skin doesn't react and just overproduce. So this has micronized particles in it that actually make you look like you have a lit from within glow. Next up, I'm actually going to use a CC cream. This is a small size, but this is the matte CC cream. Normally, I would use just the regular one that has SPF 50 in it, but this one's too dark, as you can see. I mean, this one's probably going to be just a little dark for me, but I can always add additional brightening if I need to. And then I'm also going to use the little face brush here just to quickly buff it into my skin. And I'm not going full throttle on foundation because when you're lacking moisture in your skin and you use a foundation, it's going to pull all that moisture out yet again. Your skin will end up looking drier, worse, whatever you want to call it. For my next step, I'm not a fan of the packaging of this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. This packaging is terrible. I'm just trying to use it up. As you can see, I have not used a ton of it, so I've got a ways to go. This is a concealer and brightener in one. It's more hydrating. I would not recommend using your Tarte Shape Tape today. I wouldn't recommend using even your MAC, what is it called? Pro Longwear. Would not recommend it at all. This is gonna be your key. You can use this. There's Yves Saint Laurent if you want a high end, and if you want drugstore, the L'Oreal Lumi is the way I would go. And I just, because I don't use this on anybody else, I just use this straight from this awful pen. And the reason why I don't like this packaging is you can't clean this. And then this cap, for whatever reason, has a really hard time coming off. whatever's left on the brush, you want to pull through onto your forehead, down the center of your nose, not the tip, just the center of your nose, a little bit on your chin, and then right on top of your lips. And stop. Baby's crying. I'll be right back. Okay, no more crying. One of the things that you want to be careful of is overusing powder when you're hungover. So instead of using bronzer, and I still haven't powdered my face, I am using a darker concealer, a darker color, whatever you want to call it, instead of bronzer, just to give my face a little bit of shape. And then instead of me doing a harsh line and doing it like a highlight and contour type dealio, if you will, I'm just putting a little bit on my brush and stippling it on as though it were bronzer. And I do wear bronzer year round. I like the look of it. If you don't wear bronzer, this is a step that you can skip. I will say it's kind of hard to see in such a small mirror. Anyway, so once the bronzer is on, with the same brush, because if you're hungover or tired, let's just say you were out really late, but you didn't have all of the wine, you're not in the mood to keep changing stuff up. I prefer liquid for my blush, so I'm using the Perricone MD No Blush Blush. And I just dot this right onto my cheeks and then stipple it on with the same. I'm going to use the Milk, what is this called? Lit, so lit. And it's a highlighter stick. And the reason why I like this one instead of using a liquid highlighter, it stays on a little bit better. And I find that this, it's a cream, blends much better. And I just use my ring finger. Okay, he's still crying. I just use a slight amount on my finger. Blend it all down my nose. And then whatever's left, I like to put on top of my Cupid's bow. I don't even know why. So the last step that I do, and then I'm done with my face, is I use a hydrating, which sounds kind of backwards, a hydrating powder. And this is the Becca Hydra Mist setting powder. It is not cakey and it makes your skin look like skin. So you're not gonna get that really dehydrated looking skin. Today's not the day you wanna bake your eyes, by the way. Okay, did my eye makeup, put on a little lip color. For my eye makeup, I used this small Tarte lip palette. This is the Flirt. And I just went in with the 3 colors on the bottom, this on the lid, and then these 2 to define my eye socket. I hate calling it a crease. And then using a powder highlighter that I love so much. This is the Exposed highlight from Tarte. I put that in my inner corner. I just left my brow bone alone. I don't need a lot of shimmer today. And then standard. And then I also used this Clinique Almost lipstick, and this is in Pink Honey. I like a brighter color for your lips on days when you're not feeling your best. Hope you like it. Hope this helps you get through the holidays, but more so the day after the holidays.